Well, folks, we are working our way through these draw application videos, the strategies, how they work, because we want you to go hunting every year. This time we're talking about Nevada. Nevada is one of my favorite places to hunt. The downside is drawing tags in Nevada is hard, and the investment to build points in Nevada makes it one of the more expensive states out there. But we're going to go into full detail about how the Nevada system works, how some of the species work, what species are available, deadlines, all that. As a non-resident, every species, every tag is on a limited entry draw. The only way a non-resident's going to hunt in Nevada is through this limited entry draw. So if you want to go there and take advantage of the remarkable hunting they have in Nevada, you're going to have to play this game. So one of the things you need to think about with Nevada is the deadline is coming up pretty soon, April 16th. That's the deadline to have your application in to apply for tags. They give you a 1-week extension if you want to apply for just the bonus points. The results are usually out the Friday before Memorial Day. Understand this year Nevada has a completely new vendor for their online applications. It's completely different than how it used to be. With them having a new vendor, I would not wait until the last minute, right? All of these Western states, it seems like people wait till the last minute, the system crashes, and then you miss the deadline. So you've heard me say it many times with all these other videos, the best application strategy articles you can get are right here on the goHUNT.com website. Sign up for their insider, use promo code Randy, and you're going to get $50 of free credit in their gear shop. Yeah, that's like mad money. And these articles, these strategy articles, are as good as you're going to find. Nobody has it dialed in like Brady and the crew down there at goHUNT. This Nevada, what I'll call state strategy article, is everything you need to know about how the state of Nevada works. And Nevada is what I call a complicated bonus point system. And we've talked about in prior videos the difference between preference points and bonus points. Remember, bonus points is kind of like buying raffle tickets, right? You might have 10 tickets, I might only have 1 ticket, but there's a possibility I could get my name drawn even though you have 10 times as many tickets. That's how bonus points work. Every year you're unsuccessful, you get another point, another point. Right now, the maximum points you can have in Nevada is 25. That's a lot of points. Don't ever get 25 points. Burn your points somewhere before you get that many. The other thing about Nevada with their bonus point system is they square your points. So think about it this way. You have 10 points, I have 2. 10 squared is 100. So you get assigned 100 random numbers for your points plus 1 random number for this year's application. So you have 101 raffle tickets. I only have 4 or 2 points. 2 squared is 4 plus my current application gets me 5 raffle tickets. Every one of that 101 random numbers that you get assigned that I called raffle tickets, they look at all 101 of them and say, all right, which is the lowest number of the 101? That's the number you go into the draw with. They look at me and say, all right, Randy, you've got 5 random numbers. What's your lowest random number? That's the number I go into the draw with. Then they sort all the random numbers and they start from the lowest number to the highest number. That's why you have way better odds with 10 points than I do with 2 points. So in addition to having the squaring of bonus points that is complicated, Nevada is the only Western states that looks at 5 choices before they go on to the next person. Take advantage of all 5 choices. Here's what I do. My first choice and maybe my second choice are just swing for the fence kind of choices. My third choice, well, that's a little bit based on my points, maybe a little bit more likely to draw. My fourth choice is quite a bit better chance of drawing. And my fifth choice is just give me a tag. And if you use that strategy, you increase your odds that you're going to get to go and hunt in Nevada someday. If you're unsuccessful, you're going to get a bonus point for that species. It can be used every year. It's by species, not by unit. So every year you're building these bonus points. So understand that if you use all 5 choices, if any of your 5 are pulled, you lose your bonus points. Some states, you only lose your bonus points if your first choice is drawn. Nevada, if you draw any of your 5 choices, your bonus points go to 0. If you apply in the leftover draw, which is usually a couple weeks after the main draw, it's mostly for leftover resident tags that now non-residents can put in for. Understand, even in the leftover draw, if you draw, your points for that species goes to 0. And there are waiting periods. I call it the penalty box. For sheep, whether you fill the tag or not, you got a 10-year waiting period before you can apply again. For elk, it's 7 years. For antelope, it's 3 years. For deer, there is no waiting period. One thing in Nevada that gives you a bit of a cushion is you can return your tag, you forfeit your fee, but you get your points restored. For some people, they like to have that insurance. For me, if I draw a tag, I'm going. Schedule be damned. So like I was saying, a lot of times my first 3 choices are difficult. So let's say this is rifle, rifle, bow, bow, bow. You can mix and match weapon types within your application. You don't have to do all bow or all rifle. That gives you a lot of flexibility in Nevada. A couple things Nevada does to protect the quality of their age class is that the archery elk hunts, a lot of them are before the peak of the rut. And they don't pick up muzzleloader and rifle hunting in most units until way into late October, sometimes November or early December. That allows that mature age class of bulls to keep that age class consistent. The thing they do for mule deer, there's very, very little mule deer hunting in the rut. Very little. Most of it is archery in August and early September. Muzzleloader, most of that is in September. Most of the rifles in October. You think about trying to shoot big, mature mule deer in really desolate locations, those are the hard times to do it. That's how Nevada gives you opportunity without putting a big hurt on that age class of old bucks. A lot of people will ask, can I do party applications in Nevada? You can do a party application for mule deer, or I believe for cow elk and possibly doe antelope. I think those are the 3 you can do party applications for. And when you do your party application, you can mix and match residents and non-residents together. Just understand that as residents, we're restricted to 10% of the tags. So you might be the constriction in the funnel that causes the party to not get a tag, because if they pull an application that has a resident and a non-resident together, and there are no non-resident tags left, the entire party is booted out. If you're going to build points in Nevada, you're going to pay the $155 non-resident license fee. You're going to pay an application fee anywhere from, I think it's $11 for all species, like deer and antelope, and then it's $16 for the more expensive species. So you're looking at another 10 to 15 or so dollars for every species you apply for. As non-residents, we can apply for elk, deer, antelope, California bighorn, desert bighorn, and black bear. This year we can no longer apply for mountain goat, and they stopped the non-resident applications for Rocky Mountain bighorn. I think they stopped that 6 or 7 years ago when they had a big die-off. I would encourage, if you buy the non-resident license in Nevada, apply for every species you can. Build points for every species you can, because you've already made the big investment of the $155. May as well get some value out of that investment, or more value out of that investment. Nevada has amazing hunting, and when you think about how they're doing this with really marginal and limited habitat, they're doing a really good job at Nevada Division of Wildlife. What they have to do is keep tag numbers low so they don't overexploit the resource. That results in really good hunting quality because of the age class. It also results in the quality of the experience being high because there's not a lot of tags issued. So there's going to be times you feel like you have the place to yourself. Add to that the fact that Nevada is well over 80% public land. Finding a place to hunt is not going to be an issue in Nevada. The downside of Nevada having such quality hunting is it creates a lot of non-resident demand for that limited resource. So odds are very, very low for non-residents, for all species. You can improve your odds a little bit by saying, all right, I'm going to hunt archery, or I'm going to hunt muzzleloader. But even those hunts have very high demand from non-residents, therefore pretty low draw odds. I've been lucky. I've drawn elk in Nevada. I've drawn antelope in Nevada. I've drawn multiple deer tags in Nevada. I've never had a bad hunt. Every tag I have in Nevada seems to be one of those experiences where I have a blast. Go out to goHUNT.com and sign up for their insider. Use promo code Randy and you're going to get $50 of free credit in their gear shop. Don't miss the April 16th deadline. Put Nevada on your list. Eventually, hopefully your time, your budget, and your interest will be there. And when you get that tag, you're going to have a great time in Nevada. Thanks for watching.